Hello everybody and welcome to Blue Goose Garage. This is it's another recap video. I think it's the fourth one or something like that. I've been working on this car for 4 years. In those 4 years I've made over 200 videos. There's really not been much at all that I haven't showed, even if you have to dig through videos to find it. It's more than likely there. If I didn't show doing it, I at least talked about it. In this one, there's some stuff about a rear end and a transmission and a little bit of body work. Now the body work that you're going to see in this video, very little of is left on this car right now. The first time I painted it 3 years ago, and after about 1.5 years, because it was only supposed to be a quickie get further down the road paint job, it started having problems with the filler cracking. You'll see why in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Here we go. I realized that I should have been showing this, but I got the yoke off, and it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm going to have to sandblast it or something, but I can reuse it. Very hot. I had to heat it to get it off the splice. I've gotten this moving a little, but bearings having to be beat off of it. Alright. You know, I might be able to clean that bearing up and reuse that. The truck pinion is 1 inch 440. The car is 1 inch 630. What that means is that's a car in a race. That's the only difference in that pinion. They're the same height. This is the car's yoke. It fits. It's the same thread on the nut. It's the same everything. The only difference is the bearing size. A few years ago I got given those. The one on the right's not that bad. It's beginning to have some wear, but it'll be okay for a while longer. The one on the left has a small groove wore into it where the axle bearing runs. I didn't show any of them making that adapter. I ain't holding anybody responsible for this idea because it was my idea. Finally came up with a 331 ring and pinion. I did this to try to show you, but I'm not sure you can see what I'm saying. This is drive side. That's white lithium grease. Coast side. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually quiet enough in here now that I can tell the transmission has a little bit of a whine. You get to see me dig through boxes of junk parts and build a working wide ratio muncie 4-speed. The inside where the bearings run are pretty rusty too. Coat hanger, a piece of Scotch-Brite. Alright. I've got it as clean as it's going to be. Turns good. You want to see how you get a transmission main shaft apart without a press and it's rusted solid? So I got a main shaft apart. I cleaned all the gears up the best I could with a wire brush and some sandpaper. I set everything as good as I could. The best I could do with the junk I had without buying new parts. That's this one. We've been running that in that 70 this entire time. And that was probably 1,500 gentle miles. But if you remember, I had a bunch of people telling me that those gears were too rough. So even though it was made out of complete junk, it works fine. You do not have to have perfect parts in order for something to work. That transmission, if it tore out the next time I drive it, that would be fine, because I never expected it to last this long. When they cut the rear seat stuff out, cut that panel that goes from quarter to quarter that holds the back seat, they got into the quarters a little bit with the Sawzall. So you just can't see it from there, but there's a bunch of little pimples right here, and there's a few right here. So I'm going to have to fill that. Filled all that. The door is sanded. I welded it fairly solid, but there was a few holes that ended up getting filler in them. Alright, so I've made this patch. There's still, and I made the rocker fit out of another old rocker. Show you a little bit of what I did. I had to replace that much of that. I showed that in the video. It's not exactly factory, but it's there. That's more than I could say before, because it wasn't there before. You ever kind of got the feeling that you've been there before? Yeah, I'll admit, putting body filler over gaps and stuff might have been a bad idea, but I could have welded every bit of that solid, and I would have still needed to do what I did. I didn't mind the Bondo. What I didn't like was underneath that yellow quarter was a wheel well that wasn't attached to anything except a wheel arch badly in a center section. So it's a little maybe marginally better. I mean, it's still ugly, but there's a lot less filler in this. I'll see you again next time. Bye.